All right. So today's class, I thought we could focus on the theme of body wisdom. I think that's one of the main reasons why we come back to yoga is because it helps us connect to the body. And a lot of times we can feel disconnected when we're not paying attention or multitasking or maybe bad posture. And we're just kind of unconscious about how we're feeling in our bodies. Also with a little attention to headaches and tension in the head and the neck. It's been a common theme lately. And so one way to just kind of check in with body wisdom is by taking a few deep breaths. So go ahead and close the eyes. Sit up tall, try to relax the shoulders. And if you have lights on and you are feeling like a headache, then you could also turn the lights down or even dim them a little bit if that's possible. That can help just help you turn inward. So as you close the eyes, just feel your eyeballs rest in the sockets. And start with a deep breath in and out. And imagine sending that energy that you've been using to think and be productive all day that's up in your head. I want you to just bring that awareness and attention just down out of the head and bring it into your belly and your chest so you can feel your breath go in and out. Notice the body, how it feels, even if it doesn't feel its best today. Meet yourself where you're at. And every time you breathe in, just think of that as a little gift to yourself to help relax. And say, yes, I want to be here. Yes, I want to feel better. And then slowly just open your eyes back up. And you're going to use your fingertips to just give yourself a little scalp massage. So gentle press of the head. You could do this right where the source of the headache is, or you can just move the fingertips around the scalp and just do a little press, a little circular motion, and then make a little adjustment. Sometimes we forget we can give ourselves little self massages throughout the day that can really help with stress and tension. So one more time, just kind of moving the fingertips around the skull, maybe down to the neck. And then go ahead and just stay on the neck. You'll tuck the chin and kind of paint your fingertips up the neck into the skull, into the bottom of the head. You might notice some tension there. This is really commonplace to hold. You could also go around the ears, painting up. We have some acupressure points here that can help us relax. And then just bring your hands back down to your lap and just notice your head, notice your neck. Let's start really gentle today in a child's pose. Knees wide, big toes touching. You can reach the arms forward and then lower the head down. And try to rest your forehead on the mat. Feel your hips get heavy. And again, take a few deep breaths here. Feeling yourself sink heavy. And then start to massage across your forehead, going to one temple, and then massaging all the way across to the other. Side to side. And bring your head back to center. And lift your head up, and we'll move into a tabletop position. Some gentle cat-cows. Inhale, drop the belly, bring the gaze up. Exhale, curl and round, pressing the mat away. Inhale. Exhale. Slowing it down. A lot of times, in order to access our body wisdom, we just need to slow down and notice how it feels. One more round. And come back to neutral spine. On the inhale, reach your right arm up. Maybe roll out your wrists. On the exhale, you're gonna thread that right arm through, but maybe bring your hips down a little bit so you don't have as much pressure on your head. And drop your right temple or right side down. Gentle stretch through your right shoulder. Press yourself up, back to center. Switching sides, inhale, left arm lifts. Roll out the wrist. Exhale, thread the left arm through. Hips back a little bit, almost like a child's pose. Inhale. And exhale, press yourself up. And we'll step the right foot forward from here for a low lunge. You can start with fingertips on either side of the right foot. Sink the hips forward. And then you may begin to lift the hands to the front thigh, lifting the chest. And you have the option to reach the arms up overhead. Try to relax your traps and your neck. We'll release the hands down and then straighten your right leg for hamstring stretch or half split. Heel down, toes up. Gentle turn side to side. You could even roll out the ankle. And when you lean forward, maybe you can close your eyes. And just try to relax the face. Then we'll slide that right foot back and step the left foot forward for the opposite side. Back toes are tucked under for a little more support. And it's okay if you want to just shift back and forward a few times with your hips. Eventually, bring the hands up to the front thigh. And then maybe you can float the arms up overhead. Release the hands down. Straighten your front leg. Heel down, toes up on the left side. You can roll the ankle or just windshield wiper the toes. Feel into your hamstring. Lean forward, maybe close the eyes for your last 3 breaths. And release, try and slide your left foot back. And let's just come into a modified plank today. So you can stay on the knees, stack your shoulders right over your wrists. Feel your abs slightly engage. Nice long line of the body. And we'll move into a side plank variation. So from here, you're gonna open out to the right side, keeping your left knee down. Reach your right arm up and overhead for a long side body stretch. Use the ground to help you get long. We'll release this side. Come back into your modified plank. And then we'll switch sides, turning to the left. Reach up and over. Stay active through your right shoulder. And release this side. Come back into your modified plank. And then we'll lower nice and slow, everything all the way down to the belly. Press tops of the feet down. Lengthen your legs behind you. And on the inhale, lift your chest. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, relax. Inhale, peel back up. Hold at the top. And lower back down. One more time. Lift the head. And slowly relax. Press up and over your knees so you're in a tabletop position. And spread your fingers wide. So we're gonna go into down dog, but whenever you have a headache, you don't wanna do too many forward folds. So go ahead and come up into your down dog. If it makes the headache worse, then you can go to a child's pose. But in down dog, pedal back and forth. And you can even look forward if you need to keep your head up a little bit. And then we'll use this down dog just to stretch our hamstrings, lengthen the spine. And then take your time to walk your hands and feet together. And instead of folding all the way forward, we're just gonna come into a halfway lift. And breathe here. Breathe into the back side of your body. And take a deep breath in. And then on the exhale, you can lower just a bit. We'll curl the spine up to standing. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Stand tall, have your palms facing forward. And just check in with your body wisdom. And when we inhale, we'll reach the arms up. Grab the left wrist, let's stretch it over to the right side. Bring it back to center, release the arms down. Inhale, arms back up. Grab your right wrist, flow over to the left. And anytime you feel headache or strain or tension, you don't have to give 100% effort. You can give about 70 or 80%. Go ahead and release. Just keep your movement soft and subtle. Let's move into a chair pose. Bend the knees, sink the hips. And a little more gentle, just airplane the arms back, squeeze your shoulders. And bring your awareness to your belly. I want you to pull the belly button in towards the spine. And keep that neutral low back. 5 deep breaths. Inhale, stand up, reach your arms, full body stretch. Exhale, cactus the arms, open your heart. Exhale, come down to that flat back, bring hands onto your shins. And then from here, we're going to step our right foot back and plant our right hand down. Left hand can come up to the thigh, and we're gonna keep the back knee lifted and just hold this low lunge. Gaze forward, breathe. Inhale, start to lift your left arm and look to the left or twist. Inhale. Exhale, come back onto your thigh, gaze forward. And then we'll try to step all the way up to standing, top of the mat. Pause and breathe. Switching sides, we'll step the left foot back, lower the left hand down, bring right hand on the thigh, gaze forward, hold this low lunge, get strong through your feet, through your legs. Inhale, turn to the right. Right arm lifts. Breathe into your hip. Bring your right hand back on your thigh, gaze forward. Maybe come up to those left fingertips so then you can step forward and stand. Pause and breathe. And then we'll do tree pose for balance. So shift weight into your left leg and lift your right foot to either kickstand on the calf or the upper thigh. Press your foot into the leg back into the foot. Open your knee out to the side and breathe. And as you breathe, it's that full capacity of breath. The more oxygen you bring to your body, to your brain, that will also help with any headaches or tension. Bringing the body into a more relaxed state. From tree pose on this side, we're gonna step our right foot back and go right into our warrior one. So find your feet on the ground, hinge forward a little bit with your chest. And again, bring your focus into your low belly and back. And then let's just keep hands on the hips, kind of lift the elbows back behind you. Just breathe here. Feeling some strength through the lower body. And then see if you can lift your chest, reach the arms up overhead. Maybe you can look up. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, you're gonna swoop your arms as you step forward, back to standing. Check in, and then we'll switch sides. Right leg is your standing leg. Left foot is your kickstand. Find a place to gaze, maybe on the ground to start. And you can work your way forward. Use your breath. Then we'll step back, left foot, warrior one on the other side. Hinge forward. Elbows back, heart open. Inhale, lift your arms, lift your chest. Maybe you can look up. Swoop the arms around, step forward, and pause. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, I'm just going to turn towards you for this next one. So you're going to bring all your fingertips kind of up to your head again. And you're just going to help to massage the neck side to side. So tuck your chin. Support the head as you stretch your neck. And then bring it back to center and just hold your fingertips on your head, elbows out wide. Take a deep breath in and out. And then just let your arms melt down by your sides. Then we'll open up our hips for triangle pose. So step your right foot back. We'll keep the legs straight. Hinge forward from the left hip. Feel your inner thigh stretch. And then come back up to standing. We'll do that several times, feeling into our hip. Then you can drop into your triangle. Left arm lowers, right arm lifts. And depending on how your head feels, where does it feel best? To look straight forward, to look down. Maybe look up, but if you have your lights on, I would kind of avoid the lights. And triangle provides us that trinity of stability and structure and strength. Take one more breath. Slowly come up to standing. Reach your left arm high for reverse triangle. Again, you don't have to look up if your lights are on. Just get that stretch through the left side of your body. And then relax and bend into warrior two. Left knee bends. Right leg straight and strong. Take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, move into your extended side angle. Right arm up and over. Maybe just gaze right out in front of you today, reducing strain in the neck. You might be able to reach further down for the ankle or for the ground. You can also look down if that feels best. Start to pull yourself back up to your warrior and then reverse warrior. You might even be able to close the eyes. Relax this side. Turn your feet to the back of your mat, or if you'd like to turn to the other side, you can. We'll bring hands on the hips, hinge over the right hip this time, and pull back to center. So feel your hips shift. We'll lower the right hand down, left arm up for triangle pose. Deep breaths. Right inner thigh, left side body. Pull yourself up to standing. Reverse triangle, right arm high. And relax and stretch into your warrior two. Bend the right knee. Maybe even get a longer stance. You can challenge your warrior. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, extended side angle. Right forearm down, left arm up and over. Again, you don't have to look up today. Pull yourself up and over for reverse warrior. Right arm lifts. And relax and turn all 10 toes to the side of your mat. Bring hands onto your hips. Flat back. And come back up. Exhale, flat back. Pull your hips back. Back up. One more time, flat back. And maybe you can drop hands to the shins this time and pause. Not letting your head drop lower than your heart. Come all the way up to standing. Now we're going to turn back to the top of the mat and let's just come up to standing to start. And then step your right foot back for pyramid pose. Both legs will stay straight. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Maybe stopping on that flat back. If you feel like you can go lower without putting too much pressure in the head, then you can. Your feet are on two separate railroad tracks. Inhale. Then exhale, slowly come up to standing. We'll switch sides. Left foot steps back. Feel supported and grounded in your legs. Then grow tall from there and fold over the right side. Either at flat back or a little deeper. We'll come up to standing and step forward and just pause at standing. Breath flows in, breath flows out. Nice and slow, we'll come down to the mat. If you have water handy, might be nice to grab some water. Sometimes we're dehydrated with headaches or muscle tension. So water is always going to be beneficial. So we'll lay down on the back, hug the knees into the chest. And again, if you have any lights on, might be helpful to just shut those off. We'll hug the knees in and do a little rock side to side across the low back. And then circle the knees in one direction. And switch directions. And then come back to center and keep hugging and onto the right leg. So we're going to use both hands to grab for the right under the knee and the shin. We'll extend the left leg out. Keep the head and shoulders down today. And then we'll switch. Hugging left knee in, extend the right leg. Switch. Switch. Side to side. Hug both knees in again. And we'll lift the legs up to the ceiling. You can bring your hands under your butt for a little bit of support. And we'll just draw some circles with the legs. These are all great ways to still work your abdominals without having to create more tension in the head or shoulders. Let's switch directions. And then bring your legs to tabletop. And we'll do alternating toe taps. Right toes will tap down. Inhale up. Left toes tap. Inhale up. And the last one. Go ahead, hug the knees in. Take a breath. Bring your legs back up to tabletop. Now, kind of the same idea, you're going to keep your legs in 90 degrees. Let your right knee fall out to the right. Use your inner thigh to pull back to center. Left knee out to the left, pulls back to center. So we're working the abdominals and the inner thighs. Last one. And grab behind your knees and give yourself a little rock up to a seat. And from seat, you'll straighten your legs out in front of you. Inhale, find some length in your spine. Exhale, fold forward. And then come up and we'll transition into a tabletop position. So on hands and knees again. And take a breath to reset. Keep that long neutral spine. We'll reach the right leg back behind, reach the left arm forward. Get really long. And then we'll tap the fingertips and the toes down with straight limbs and then lift back up. So tap and lift. We'll get 10 total each side. Release. And we'll switch. Tap left toes back. Lift the leg up. Reach the right arm forward. So first find your balance. Then we'll tap and lift. Tap and lift. Last one. Good. We'll come back down to the belly. And you can rest your forehead down on your arms or on your hands. And you're gonna continue to press the left leg down. And from the right hip bone, you're gonna lift the right leg back behind you as high as you can. And lower it down. Lift the left leg. Lower it down. 10 total, side to side. And 10. You can go wide with your feet. Bring your forearms out by your sides, palms facing down. And on the inhale, we're gonna lift up for Sphinx pose and hold Sphinx. Breathe to the mid to upper back. Press your pubic bone down. Open the collarbone. Inhale and exhale. Relax and roll off to your right side. And we're gonna do some closed book to open books. Really nice for the upper back. So you clasp your fingertips around your head, close your elbows. Your knees and your hips are stacked. And on the inhale, you're gonna open up to the ceiling or the sky. And just breathe into that tightness, probably in your armpit and across your chest. Let your head relax. And then you can close the book back up. And we'll open back up for stretch. And close. And do a few more just on your own timing, whatever feels good to you. And finish open, and you'll reach your arms out to a T and hold the spinal twist for a few breaths. And then close off, lay on your side. Take a big breath. Now you can roll right to the other side, or if you want to come up so you can still face the video, then you can do that as well. We'll just do that same thing on the opposite side. Hands behind the head. Inhale, open. Hold and stretch. Try your best to keep your hips and knees together. We'll close back up. Inhale, open. And close. A few more times. And your last one, hold it open. Reach your arms out to a T. And then close, hold on your side. And then we'll roll onto the back again. We'll do whatever you need to do to get situated there. We'll start with some pelvic tilts. Then you'll start to roll those hips up to bridge. Roll it back down. One of the best things you can do for your spine is keep it mobile. Being able to articulate all the way up and down the vertebrae. And in yoga, we move the spine in the 6 directions: front, back, side to side, and then twisting right to left. So here we're moving the spine front to back. And if the muscles in our back are more loose, then less likely that will transfer to headache and neck and shoulder problems. Let's hold the hips at the top for a couple deep breaths. Roll the hips back down. Take a deep breath in and out. And we'll do a figure 4 stretch for hips. Right ankle on the left thigh. Grab for the left hamstring or shin. And stretch your right glute. You might be able to add a little rock. It's okay if you just want to stay still too and focus on deepening the stretch. Find your edge. Now lower your left foot. We'll extend the right leg up to the ceiling. Maybe you can grab for the calf. Roll out the ankle. Flex your foot. Really nice stretch in the hamstring. It might feel nice to even massage your kneecap, just circling the knee joint. And then reach your fingertips for your foot. You might not be able to touch, but just reach your arms straight without lifting the head or shoulders. Just stretch up. And then release that side down. And we'll switch sides. Left ankle on the right side. Stretch the left glute and hip. And we'll release. Straighten the left leg up. Roll out the ankle. Flex the foot. Stretch your hamstring. Circle the knee. Reach your arms for your toes. Now release this side. You can use a little bit of momentum to come up to a seat. And we'll do just a few breathing techniques before we fully relax. So find a comfortable seat. If you need to come to a chair, that's fine. Close the eyes. And again, check in with body wisdom. How do you feel? Bring your hands back up to your forehead, to your skull. Self-massage. You can circle at the temples. You can circle at the source of headache. And bring your hands back down. We'll do a double breath with tension. Actually, let's skip the tension part. So double breath. Inhale twice through the nose. Exhale twice out the mouth. 5 more times. Last one. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. We'll do 1 minute of alternate nostril breathing. Using your right thumb and ring finger, exhale all the air out of your left nostril, closing off your right. Inhale through the left nostril. Close it off and exhale out the right. Continue for 1 minute. Feel the left side and the right side of the brain relax. Cleansing all the channels and rivers that may be stuck or stagnant. Finish breathing out the left nostril. Then drop your right hand, breathe evenly through both nostrils. And you can stay here in seated meditation, or you can lay flat on your back to finish class. You need to grab a blanket or something to cover up with. The body temperature naturally decreases as we relax and practice stillness. So as you intentionally sit here or lay, feel your body come back into homeostasis, which is balance. Let your mind and body connect. And as you start to deepen the breath, let the oxygen revitalize your body, your cells. Feel the oxygen permeate to all the crevices and all the way out to the fingers and toes, up into the brain. Let the breath wash over you, letting go of any residual tension or stress. Take your time to wake the body back up. And then come into a seat if you're not there yet. And then you can move out of your practice. Namaste.